Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
the Executive Youth Club.
And today our guest is the fabulous Tom Goodman Hill. You will know him from amazing shows in the past, like Ideal with Johnny Vegas, Mr. Selfridge, Humans. Who can forget the fabulous scene when Tom actually got it on with a robot? I think that's probably a first for UK TV. He was in Baby Reindeer, and then now currently featuring in 2 weeks in August, the BBC hit show. Tom, welcome to the Executive Youth Club.
Thank you very much for having me. I feel very honoured to be an Executive Youth member.
Well, you're definitely in our territory. I know this because obviously you and I were actually at university together.
Yeah, we were.
So I know your true age.
Did you share a house?
We did.
Well, yeah, for over a year. It was about 18 months we shared a house together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun.
And all I can say when it comes to revealing details about Tom is he did not clean the bathroom once.
Too true. But hands up, I was hopeless.
Were you a practitioner of the ghost shit at all, or
the ghost shit? No, I wasn't a ghost shitter. Although I would probably spend far too much time in the bathroom and using it without ever cleaning it myself.
That's it.
I was a disgraceful student.
So anyway, we did used to have a lot of fun, and Tom's gone on to have an amazing career. So Tom, when we first met, you were obviously massively into drama, and I'm going to assume that's because you had been in some kind of drama club at school. Like we ask our guests, what clubs were you in, or are you in now?
I was a member of the Young People's Theatre in Newcastle. Yeah, that was my my stamping ground, because they didn't do theatre or performing arts at the school I went to. So the Young People's Theatre was where I hung out, made all my good friends, and used to do all that. But most importantly, I was a member of the Dennis the Menace fan club as well. So that had a huge influence on my life. So much so that I even got my special edition Nasher badge.
So, oh my goodness, I'm remembering this.
Was that the furry one with the googly eyes?
It was the furry one that used to. Yep, yes. It was the furry one. Did you get one?
Yeah, a fellow member.
Well done. I sewed it onto my. I had a denim jacket. I sewed it onto that. Long gone, but I wish I'd unpicked it and kept the Nasher badge. I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You know, when people sort of say about, oh, I've got a Blue Peter badge. For me, the Blue Peter badge was just a badge for sucking up. Yep. It was always the Nasher badge that actually was the.
That's the one you wanted.
Yeah. I have a memory of this badge as well. So I'm wondering if, because we got the Beano every week.
Not Bunty.
I got Bunty as well, and Twinkle.
I'd get the Dandy.
Completely different now. The Dandy, Beano and the Dandy, yeah.
I'd get the Dandy as well. Yeah.
I was Minnie the Minx.
Oh, Minnie the Minx was ace.
Yeah. And what's his name? Walter the Softy.
Mm-hmm. Not so much of a fan. Lord Snooty always perplexed me. He was the Beano, wasn't he? Lord Snooty.
Yeah.
Lord Snooty always perplexed me, but I did love the Bash Street Kids.
Yeah, they were the best.
Plug
was my spirit being. Yeah.
Your spirit cartoon animal.
Yeah.
Well, he was more animal than human, wasn't he?
He was, but some would say I was at that age. So
I'm actually now thinking there was a comb as well. One of the Beanos came with a plastic comb, a blue plastic comb in the shape of a guitar. Yeah.
What, to sort of put tissue paper over and make into a makeshift kazoo?
Oh God, the kazoo! That was
the free gifts were what it was all about, really. The free gifts
kazoos all the time. The Cracker always used to give kazoos away as well.
Oh no, I don't remember the Cracker.
You don't remember the Cracker?
No.
Oh, you haven't lived.
Was that a northern thing?
It might have been a northern thing, like Viz when I was a teenager. Yeah. I remember getting the original Rolodexed Viz comics when I was a teenager.
You've not still got them, have you? They're worth a
I wish I did. Because I went on, as you may or may not know, I did the infamous Fat Slags movie, and playing Baz, and and I chatted to Simon Donald about it, and I was like apologizing for being in that film, and I said that I'd had those original copies, but they are no more. I don't know where they went. And he was like, you should have clung on to those.
Bloody hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Viz is brilliant. We've got a thing about dictionaries. We've talked a lot about The Meaning of Life, which was a little book by
Douglas
Adams and John
And Jonathan Lloyd. Yeah,
which
loved it.
was brilliant and gave new meanings to place names for things that should have words.
Yeah.
But also up there with The Meaning of Life is Roger's Profanosaurus.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Which is a truly brilliant toilet reading.
Yeah, yeah.
And hugely expanded my swearing repertoire. It really did. That's where I got Biffin Bridge from.
Oh my God, Biffin Bridge. Tom, do you remember? Do you know Biffin Bridge?
No, I don't know Biffin Bridge.
I'm
What's
so
Biffin
glad
Bridge?
because when I first revealed my ignorance, you were like, "Oh, you don't know what Biffin Bridge is? It's near the Bath." I didn't know about. Did you know? Is it the perineum, darling?
You're bringing all this back. Yeah, it is the perineum, but it's. I was trying to pretend I didn't know, but it is the perineum. There's far too much profanity in my teenage years. That yeah.
Tom, you were growing up in you as you said, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because nobody would know that from your accent.
No, not now. Although they would have done if they'd followed me like from when I started out. I did nothing. I played nothing but Geordies for the first like 5 or 6 years. I did Catherine Cookson's A Dinner of Herbs was a huge 6-parter that I did in my youth. Playing Hal Royston. Geordie accent is only just bubbling under the surface there, so it's always there when I need it. But nobody asks me to do it anymore. I was told in no uncertain terms that as soon as you get cast as a poshie, so as soon as I did Mr. Selfridge, that was it. You're off the Geordie list from then on. Because as soon as they know that RP is effortless for you, receive pronunciation, darling, you don't get to do Geordie anymore. So
that's incredible because if Geordie's your natural sort of accent, I mean, is there a filter? Is there a sort of an industry of trying to get as many fresh Geordie meat into the industry? I mean,
well, I wish there was. I wish there was.
RP, you're sullied.
Yeah, you want more fresh Geordie meat in the industry. You want more, rich working class accents, and it's harder and harder to get hold of them these days. And but yeah, I would love that if there was more Geordie out there. I sort of deliberately made a decision when I did The Devil's Hall, which was the last time I got the chance to do my Geordie accent, to play John Lilburn as a Geordie, which is sort of faintly absurd, but because John Lilburn was the voice of the working man and the leader of the Levellers, I thought it worked to make him give him a working class accent just for the sake of the show, and thoroughly enjoyed it. And it was, of course, completely absurd. There's no way John Lilburn would have been a Geordie, but it was a great way to sort of make the point. Yeah.
I think, Tom, you haven't seen The Devil's Hall, but it's a great show and you'd love it because it's all history and stuff.
Oh, I love that.
And actually, Tom, weren't you playing one of your forebears, your ancestors?
Yeah, a relative of mine. Yeah, John Lilburn's way back in our family tree. And my auntie Joan, I called her my Auntie Joan, she was a cousin. But my Auntie Joan, her married name was Duncan, but her maiden name was Lilburn. So yeah, the Lilburns go right back in our family tree. Yeah.
Amazing. And now you're playing creepy AF guys.
I'm sort of in that sweet spot where I either play a creepy AF guy or a colonel. There doesn't seem to be anything in between. Either that creepy abuser or someone very high up in the armed forces, and nothing in between. So yeah. In fact, my kind of look reflects that. I've just finished playing a colonel, and now I'm just growing the beard back in case anyone wants me to be an abuser.
But Tom,
that's executive youth for you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you go through the stages. It's too late now for the romantic young lead. But did you think when you were doing the youth theatre that these were the roles that did you have an idea of what the roles you were going to play would be?
No, not really. I didn't. I've never sort of tried to be anything in particular. I'll do whatever takes
anything
my
for money.
interest. No, no, whatever script takes my interest, I'll do.
Oh,
Was
sorry,
it
that's me. Anything for money, that's me.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, Sam. Thank
Wait,
you.
but when you started out though, I mean, my daughter's goes to a drama club, absolutely loves that side of things, and she quite often always gets the role of baddies, and I always thought that must be the most fun. Certainly playing wrong uns, but like King Herod, for example, always the best role in a nativity, isn't it? Kill all the children now.
Yeah, walk across my swimming pool. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Tom's doing a nice line in Creeps, and more power to your elbow. Obviously, 2 weeks in August is having a great run on the BBC at the moment,
Yeah,
and you star in that with your actual real life wife.
I do. Or rather, she stars in it with me. She's very much the star of 2 weeks in August. Yeah, yeah. But it was great. It was fantastic to be able to work together. It's the first time we worked together in 15 years, so it was huge fun. And
And
I
that
did
was
get to
filmed
sort
on.
of.
Sorry, Tom. I'm remembering that was filmed in Malta, wasn't
It
it?
was filmed in Malta, Malta standing in for Greece. Yeah,
Hmm.
which was I mean, which there are worse places you could be. So it was, yeah, but it was quite hard because we had to take our 7-year-old out there. He was 6 at the time, so we had to take him out, and I was homeschooling him when I wasn't shooting. So we were out there for 2 months, all three of us together, but Jess was out there for 5 months. So it was a lot of hard work doing that job, and it looks all kind of very sunny and fun out there. But Malta wasn't having the best weather at the time either, so it was pretty freezing most of the time. So it was, yeah, it was a fun time ish, but mostly very hard work and
I'm getting
massively.
I'm getting the impression, Tom, you don't really like Malta, do you?
Stop it! Stop it! I'm not allowed to say that. That's not fair.
Yeah,
They
you
were very
can.
welcoming to us, but
When I
I'm
think
not
of
in a hurry.
Malta,
I'll go back to Gozo whenever you like.
when I think
Right,
of Malta, I
right
think
next
of the
door.
catacombs.
Are there
Because there's
catacombs?
catacombs in Malta. I had to go there when I was about 10. My
Oh,
parents traipsed me through whole like rooms full of bones. Like that wouldn't like give you nightmares as a small child.
I love catacombs. Budapest's got some cracking
Is it?
catacombs. But the only thing I know about Malta is that Chris Packham hates it.
Does he?
Yeah,
Oh,
because there you did you see any small birds when you were there, Tom?
well, yeah, but was there anything in specific about
Well,
these
no.
small birds?
Apparently, it's a massive thing in Malta is to if you see
Oh,
a bird, shoot it. They're
oh,
very big on shooting
it's
small
terrible.
songbirds.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I fell out of love with the idea of Malta was that they seem obsessed with killing small birds or caging them. Yeah, it's very strange.
Hmm.
I don't quite
Oh.
understand what that obsession is. It's very odd. You get a lot of caged small birds and an obsession with like taking a pot shot. Yeah.
It's
Why
really
would you do
weird.
that?
Well, and Chris Packham is one of my secret fantasy guys.
I
So,
love Chris Packham. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
Yeah.
star.
In my fantasy, I'm a Just Stop Oil protester. Um, Probably won't go into any. A bird hide does feature.
You've
He
thought this out, haven't you?
he rings me firmly
Chris
before
Packham's
releasing me to the wild.
he's got to he's a poster boy for executive youth, isn't he, Chris
Yeah,
Packham?
I think he
absolutely.
is
We're
definitely.
going for him. We'll be,
Yeah.
yeah, he'll definitely be getting an invitation. So Tom, let's talk. Well, we've just mentioned executive youth. I'm just wondering, how do you know you're an executive youth? Have you got an experience you can share with us?
When you're raising a 7-year-old and your hips hurt, that's when you know you're an executive youth. When you'd have, you wouldn't have called me executive youth if you'd seen me hunting for my glasses right before this, only to find they were right next door to my iPad, running around the house. You're an executive youth when you're married to someone who's 44.
She's not even your generation, is she? Because that makes her a geriatric millennial.
It makes her a zennial.
Is that
Yeah,
what they're called?
she's a zennial. Yeah.
Ah.
That kind of between what's that between 1984 and 1989, kind of when you were between what was it? No, between 80 and 84, they're the zennials.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
That's
It's
a
another,
small
yeah.
window, isn't it?
yeah,
It's I'm
a
trying to remember
subsect.
what the defining quality is. It's something to do with predating the technological
Oh,
changes that
okay, yeah.
happened for
So she didn't
for
have
the
a mobile
millennials.
phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're kind of growing up with the technological changes rather than being born with them. So you're kind of it's
So
quite a niche
there is a
group.
bit of an age gap then. And do you find yourself like having to share, trying to explain cultural references, or
No,
is
not at all. No, I just find that what I am is more immature.
oh, you're definitely a member of our club then.
Yeah, I'm by far the most immature. I'm the one chasing around doing stupid tickling games and all that sort of stuff with my son. I
Yes.
hasten to add. Yeah,
Random strangers.
yeah, not just
Parents at
random
school.
strangers. Yeah, I don't have parties at the house and chase people tickling.
Um,
Although I should. Maybe I should. Maybe that maybe that's my calling is just to invite people to parties and just
tickle parties.
run and tickle them.
It's
Yeah.
making me think of Ken Dodd now. Have you got a tickle stick?
I don't. Do you know what? I think I did though when I was a kid. I did have a tickle stick.
Any duster could be used
Yes.
as a tickle stick.
Yeah, yeah. I probably pretended it was. I loved Ken Dodd when I
God,
was
do
a
you
kid.
remember when people used to do Ken Dodd impressions all the time? What a lovely
Mm.
day. What a
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I grew up
and
doing that.
do the teeth as well.
Ken Dodd and Frank Spencer were my go-to
Oh
impressions.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I even wrote to Jim, the name who must not be mentioned. I wrote to that gentleman and asked if I could be one of Ken Dodd's Diddy men.
Did you?
Yeah, that was my. Can you believe it?
Well,
Like, you'd waste a wish like that.
I really hit the sweet spot with my letter to He Who Must
Said
Not Be
gentleman.
Named because I wrote to him and asked if I could meet Gary Glitter.
Oh, two for the price of one. My
I
word,
mean,
Tom.
amazed that I wasn't invited on when you think about it.
Well, I mean,
You think you might have dodged a bullet there?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
In all
absolutely.
honesty.
Two bullets. Two.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Bloody
two
yeah,
hell.
glittery, horrendous bullets.
One to
yeah.
the head and one to the groin.
My
Absolutely,
Lord.
absolutely. Yeah.
My request to He Who Must Not Be Named is really boring. You know, outside supermarkets, you get those blokes who push the massive
Yeah.
trains of trolleys around, supermarket trolleys. I wanted to push one of those down the M62. So I lived in Huddersfield at the time, and it was a really hilly motorway, and I just wanted to get a big load of those and razz them down a hill on a motorway that had been closed.
I'm surprised you did it at university.
Well, the M6 wasn't quite as good.
Terrible choices. There were people who were going to SeaWorld in America and, riding on killer whales and that sort of stuff, weren't there?
Mm.
Yeah. We have the paucity of our ambition.
I know. It's
And I'm
pathetic.
stuck with that.
Yeah. I didn't even
Damning
ask
indictment.
didn't even ask to meet an actor that I liked. It was Gary Glitter. But that was very small. I was very, very small.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
still the
Diddy.
leader and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'm going to share my moment that I've had this week, which reminded me that I was in executive youth, because I was in a work meeting. And first, two things happened. The first was that my boss, the second most important person in the organization, came into the meeting and there weren't enough chairs. And I did my absolute reflex thing. I went, "Oh, that's okay. Matt, you can sit on my lap." And there was a sort of, first of all, there was like a confident laugh. And then people like sort of, and then
Realised you were serious.
I wasn't serious, but then they got nervous about laughing, because they were all checking. Oh God, you can't. It was a people team meeting as well. Fucking hell,
HR. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The world is being dominated by HR. So, but everyone suddenly started, and I was thinking, oh God, I have absolutely transgressed here. I've given away my age for a start by saying something flippant and, even mildly flirty.
I think flippancy and flirtiness should be positively encouraged. Life would be a duller place if it wasn't for both the Fs.
Yeah. Anyway, but moving on from that. So that was the first thing. And then later, something happened or whatever in the meeting, and I caught the eye of one of my colleagues who's much younger. She's 30. And I winked. And as I stopped winking, obviously it was I don't know, it was a second or so. Like I can do winks of varying lengths. I thought, oh my God, A, I can't remember the last time I winked at somebody. And B, I can't remember being winked at for a long time. And then I started thinking, is it the fact that people don't wink anymore? Because they used to be winking. I come from Essex, I'm Romford, like the market traders, all right, treacle, wink, wink. And, it was an absolute currency.
It's a dying art.
I used to wink all the time. Particularly as a teenager, I'd wink all the time. Up in Newcastle, you wink all the time. Going, all right, mate. You just do it all the time. But you're right. I can't remember the last time I winked at someone. I really can't.
You're right. I think it's the hello thing as well. Like I grew up in Cumbria, and a surly nod or a wink. Oh yeah, all right.
Oh yeah,
is absolutely.
You do winking.
I wink quite a lot still, but I feel like a lone winker.
People just think you have a twitch.
It's a solitary pursuit. Winking.
They have no idea why your eyelids twitching.
I can do it with both eyes, but it looks far more dodgy with the left. My natural winking eye is the right, but I actually got told off by my boss for winking at the end, because I sometimes read the news on telly and things, and I got told off for winking at the end. At the end of it, say, that's all from us. Good night, like that. And it was dear,
massively undermining all of your good work beforehand.
Yeah, totally.
Someone will be recommending you a specialist before you know it.
But do you know, I was trying to think about people who wink on TV, and the last person who was famous with the wink was Anne
Robinson. Oh, was that voluntary or not?
I think it's maybe started as a nervous thing and then probably became her thing.
I think by the end of when she was doing that
Weakest Link,
that she looked like she was operated by little elves with levers and pulleys, and I think maybe something just needed oiling in there.
Oh God, like those. I'm thinking now about those cartoon characters. What were they called? The ones that lived in your brain, the
numbskulls.
The numbskulls. That's it. Maybe what? Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Back to our favourite comics again.
Yeah. The numbskulls.
I don't remember the numbskulls.
The numbskulls were in the Dandy, weren't they?
I think they might have been.
Yeah.
But I always used to think about the numbskulls when I had a hangover, because I'd be like, oh, they're tap dancing in my head.
Yeah. I was pretty convinced I actually did have little men in my head for many years.
Yeah, you probably need to see someone about that.
Yeah,
but yeah, so the winking I think is a dying art, because I'm on TV. People used to do like Stanley Baxter. I feel like he was a winker. Dick Emery.
Yeah,
they were.
And I think that's where the issue lies. is once you're being winked at by Stanley Baxter and Dick Emery, it's going out of fashion.
Didn't Michael Aspel used to do it?
Did he?
Don't know.
He's still with us, very senior member of the club.
Yeah, I think it was definitely, I would say, late 70s.
Yeah,
you couldn't switch on the television without seeing winkers.
Yeah,
but they gradually started phasing them out in the late 80s, I think.
No, I think it's been more recent than that. I feel like Miranda Hart might have done a wink to the breaking the fourth wall thing. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
did she wink?
I
I'm not sure she winked.
Back winking, because it used to make me feel good if somebody winked at me. You never know, do you? Like, you feel like it's
okay. So walking down the street, and this goes for you as well, Tom. If someone winks at you, there's different methods, aren't there? If somebody just winks normally, you go, all right, and that you carry on, and it's a normal greeting. Are you thinking of a lascivious wink?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might appreciate, because another thing is when you're in executive youth, the that kind of attention sort of slightly drops off.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind a lascivious wink. Nobody done any lascivious winking at you?
No,
not for a while.
Never. I don't think that's ever happened. It'd be great if they did.
Yeah, well, let's bring back winking.
Yes.
I should start a bloody campaign. Like all of the other societies, like reviving important things, railway lines and God knows. Well, let's bring back winking. Shall we move on to the section that we call the Jumble Box?
Let's do it.
So Tom, in this section of our podcast, we invite people to put something in our Jumble Box. It can be absolutely anything, something that brings you joy or provokes a memory, anything you like. What have you brought for us today?
Right now, I'm bringing you an absolutely banging dance number by Lynks called "I Didn't Come Here for Art." And it's a fantastic song. I wish if you haven't heard it, it came out about 6 months ago, and I still put it on because it makes me laugh. because he's very much a young, brilliant like dance artist. But I didn't come here for art. It's about going to a nightclub and wanting to dance, not wanting to see people paint their hands with walls and drink orange wine and talk about the spoken word. And it just reminds me that I'm of the generation that always went to a club just to dance
Dance.
like mad, and it's
Yeah.
harder and harder to do. And it's nice to hear an artist working right now who's trying desperately to get people to bring that back.
Oh my God, what's wrong with young people?
Well, no, do you know what you see now when raves happen? And I've read something somewhere. It might have been just read something of a chap saying, "Oh yeah, there was this rave in our village, in the fields beyond it, and it just kept me up all night." And part of me thought, "Oh, they're having such a good time. I'm so glad that they're doing this." I was tempted to go out with them, and then the grumpy old man in me said, "They'll be keeping everybody up." And when he spoke to a couple of people in the local the next night, there were so many locals in there, so fed up with it that he just thought, actually, no, I wish I'd gone and enjoyed myself. And actually, if there's a rave happening near me, I will go. I'll try to go and do it because it's been so long since I've properly just cut loose and just danced for many hours on end. Might not be able to nowadays, obviously, but
well, we've put a load of collagen in your coffee today, so that might help.
Yeah, we were standing around before having coffee, swapping. What were those pills?
Glucosamine, something called, I can't remember, MSN.
You've changed.
I know the stuff you mean.
Yeah.
And I think I tried it for a while.
I don't think they help you dance faster.
I just couldn't detect any difference of any kind at all. So I thought I'd
Are you on a regime?
I have supplements up to my eyeballs, but mostly it's Wellman 50 plus, or as we call it, Wellman Executive Youth, and fish oil and your Biocult, and that's kind of
I've started taking magnesium glycate, and actually, do you know what that's brilliant, because I'm not waking up in the middle of the night now, because usually always do to have a wee, but now straight through. I have to change the sheets every morning, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think I need that because I don't sleep well at all, and that's only got worse the older and more menopausal I've been. I just kind of lie there gently poaching in my own sweat. Between sort of 2:58 and 5:17, like I'm wide awake. I'm reading the newspapers. That's when I'm, doing my listening. Yeah, it's very productive.
It's like medieval two sleeps. Just saying. I mean, it's the subject of some debate whether people in medieval times had two sleeps, but I can well believe it.
I think we should definitely have two sleeps. I think I'm getting an involuntary sleep during the afternoon anyway.
Oh yeah, I can't do the school pickup and entertain my boy if I haven't had a nap.
Yeah, I'm absolutely believing in naps, but I might try the magnesium glycate.
Magnesium glycate, yeah. Don't get the oxide. No.
Why?
No.
What's magnesium oxide?
I have no idea. It's just a different type of magnesium, isn't it? It's chemicals.
Something straight out of the
It is good stuff. It's the spray is the best. You spray it onto your legs, rub a bit in.
Really?
Spray it onto your legs?
The magnesium glycate spray. That's what you want. And spray it, rub it on just a little bit. Gives you a nice little warm tingle. Sends you right.
Where do you rub it on, Tom?
Onto your legs.
Oh, onto your legs.
Yeah.
Top of
that'll
the thigh,
send you right off. It'll send you right off. Yeah. Thigh, shin. Yeah, but don't overdo it. But it'll send you right to sleep.
Oh, I say. Oh God, definitely good homework this week.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't
believe nobody's mentioned the CBD gummies either. I mean,
CBD gummies.
Yeah, they're great.
That's something I associate with Katie Price.
CBD.
What?
Yeah. Doesn't she sells like CBD? Doesn't she market CBD stuff? I think she does.
Oh, really?
She did. Yeah.
CBD gummies are fantastic. Yeah.
Why? What do they do? What do they do for you?
They take the voices away.
Is it?
No, CBD. They're great. Be
still and calm and
yeah.
Oh,
they're very good.
What were the name of those little fellas in the dandy who
The numbskulls.
they numb the
Numb
numbskulls?
the numbskulls.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it? Mogadon the numbskull.
Yes.
Yeah, I could deal with that. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna investigate this. The thing is, I've got very cynical about supplements.
Mm.
There's just too many women of a certain age like trying to persuade me I need things I can't afford.
Do you know when you mentioned CBD, I just thought of CBDBs, like a club. It's obviously CBGBs is a famous New York club, wasn't it? But I was imagining another parallel club called CBDBs, where everybody had the voices sort of muted and was quite relaxed and ready to go to bed.
Lots
Yeah,
of beanbags everywhere.
that's like the chill out room.
I am going to bring my offering to the Jumble Box now, and I know that you and I are big fans, and I think Tom is too. So I'm offering up an article that I read recently on Substack, which is where I put this Executive Youth Club writing. I'm really sorry, but my dog is getting. Tom, you're going to have the dog on your lap.
Oh, yuck!
I'm so sorry, but you are going to, because he's going. This will be an edit. Come on, little Ludo. Oh, for God's sake, he's not going to move now. So I'm going to bring this article I read on Substack. I love Substack because it's full of people writing about really quirky things. And this is from a writer called Adam Scovell, who writes a Substack called On the Row. It's about tailoring in culture and film and theatre and fashion, everything. And he's written an article called Withnail's Coat and I.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that this is a film that you absolutely love.
I think it's my favourite film of all time.
And Tom, you also are a big fan, I know.
Well, I have worn Withnail's coat.
What?
Not so.
Yeah.
When?
There was one. Where were we? We were in. Where were we? We were in. Oh, it was brought to the Donmar when I was doing the human body with Jack Davenport, and Jack knows the designer of the Withnail coat, and the coat was brought in a bag to the dressing room because Jack wanted to decide if he wanted to buy it, and we both put on the Withnail coat, and we both agreed that you can't carry it off in public because it is the craziest coat you've ever seen in your life. But it's amazing. It's an amazing thing.
Well,
it's an amazing thing, and the designer makes copies if you want to buy one, but they cost thousands of pounds. But they are extraordinary things, beautiful coats. Yeah.
Well,
but that was quite something.
When you had it on, Tom, did you sort of channel him a little bit? The character?
Well, not really, which tells you how amazing Richard E. Grant is, because you just wear it and you feel it. For a start, it feels sort of heavy. You know, it's huge. It's this huge coat. It really swirls around you. It's so cut on so much bias. There's just so much material in that coat. It's enormous. And you know, Richard wore it with such incredible aplomb but it suits his personality and joie de vivre and the like giant charisma. And if you haven't got that, you just can't carry it off.
God, that's so interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
This article explains that she made 3 coats for the film in various stages of deterioration, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because obviously as he goes through, it gets more and more like him, sort of disheveled and what's the word? I can't find the word. Louche. Yes, that's a great word. And they would try to track them all down. So it's a really fascinating article, and it's there's, as I say, it's why I love Substack, because where else would you read an article like that? With so much detail, and it was talking about the fact that you can buy your own. So was that coat that Jack was wearing, was that actually fitted to him, or was it Richard E. Grant size?
It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that, but I mean, it definitely fitted Jack. Jack is an inch or two taller than me, I think. So yeah, it looked great on Jack. It looked better on Jack than it did on me. I wish that wasn't the truth, but
Could you imagine owning something like that?
That would be a wonderful thing to own.
Yeah.
You wouldn't,
Yeah.
you'd never want to take it off.
The
If,
thing is, I think you'd never want to put it on, and
Oh,
that's
that's true,
ultimately that's the problem. Is you look at it and you go, oh, that's the Withnail coat. As soon as you put it on, you go, I can't do this.
Have you got any bits of costume, Tom, that you've kept from any of your roles?
Of costume, I don't think I did keep. Well, yeah, no, I did actually. I got a job lot of Joe Hawkins stuff from Humans because it was just the sort of stuff that I tended to wear, t-shirts and jeans and all that sort of stuff. And I did. Oh yeah, the only other time I did was when I did Hustle. Played this character called Alfie Barron, who's this hopeless minor aristocrat who completely is a hopeless loser in a poker game in one of the stings in the Hustle, and he wore this sort of honey-coloured blazer that I thought was a great idea. I loved it. Never wore it.
Because I have seen
somebody
you.
stumbled into shelter and got that for a very long time.
Because you do like those mustard tones, don't you? Mustards and russets. I noticed that you're wearing a
Yeah, love my
russet.
russet. Green and russet. They're my two colours.
How old were you when you found your style?
I think I've always just loved colour. I've always wanted to. I refused to kind of succumb to standard navy, black, grey, brown. And so I've always just clung to colour. And because of my own colouring, because I'm pale and red-haired, and green-eyed, sort of blue-green-eyed, which is quite a sort of strange eye colour, I now realise. I realised that I could wear colour quite a lot, and so I'm determined to keep doing that. Which is quite executive youth in its own way, isn't it? I just refuse to sort of succumb to what you call old man's colours.
No, absolutely. Me too. I keep going. I'm currently wearing, you can't see it here, but it's my top says peace and love.
Quite
I
right.
go into work with wearing this. Everybody else is quite corporate.
Has it got a picture of Ringo Starr on the back?
Yeah. But I feel like I'm just trying to send out messages partly to myself because I can be quite, I can go quite combative when I'm in the workplace.
Sit on my lap.
Damn you. So I'm trying to, send out a different vibe. But yeah, I actually can't be doing with
We're opposites here.
Yeah,
I've gone militaristic.
Yeah. Is that actually out of the
It's Zelensky chic.
Oh my God,
it is a thing.
Hot. Yeah.
It is a thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Is that
Sadly, that is a thing.
Yeah.
It's like we've seen him wear that for so long now. It has become a thing to look like Zelensky.
Gosh, I hadn't put you and Zelensky together, but actually there's quite a lot of similarity now. Think about it. But is that out the army surplus? Do you remember when we used to buy stuff out the army surplus?
I did.
You could always tell because it had like the little West German flag on it, or the really rare ones had like a Dutch one.
I remember wearing an RAF jacket for quite a lot of my late teens.
I wore army boots for a good 5 years.
Yeah.
I've still got a pair of army boots.
Yeah.
I was going to wear them today, but I couldn't be bothered. But everybody I remember bought the little satchel about so big. Out of really heavy duty canvas that you drew on. You drew all the bands.
I didn't draw. I had badges on mine. And when I left in year 11, or actually what was class 5 or whatever, fifth form, somebody auctioned it in the common room. My bag. Yeah. I was quite proud of that. Anyway, that's just my little.
What was the money spent on?
Oh,
Tia Maria.
Gin. It would have been gin. We drank gin. I don't know why.
It's very executive youth for sixth formers.
It was all girls, of a certain class, and the only thing that we knew. It's like my dad, when he used to take me to the theatre, even like at 14, he would give me a gin and tonic. Yeah, I thought that everybody just drank gin and tonic. It was years before I drank anything else.
Wow.
I had to graduate to the Cointreau and lime.
You're doing it in reverse. You're doing it. No.
Anyway, I think we've probably reached the point where we need to nominate our Executive Youth Club Member of the Week.
I think we do, don't we? Yes, it's that sort of time. You got any suggestions at all, Tom?
The great international patron of executive youth is David Byrne. That's the man for me.
David
David-
Byrne.
Yeah, that's a great
David
shout.
Byrne refuses to get any older, and I'm with him on every level. Dancing, singing, writing, playing,
The
just
older you-
constantly going for it for his entire life. He's my king. He's great.
I think I totally agree, because I think the older you get, the more you need to see people still really living.
Yeah.
And
High octane.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, So,
definitely.
yeah, because you can kid yourself that you can do it forever, then, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're beacons. They're people to, inspiring people to think, I can do that.
Yeah, no, legends. I think we might have to have an EYC legends section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that.
definitely.
I'm going to nominate somebody a bit younger, actually, but in a similar vein, because I'm nominating Venus Williams, because it's that time of year and she's returning to top flight sport. She's 44,
Mhm.
and I think that that's an amazing.
She's on the cusp of
She's
executive
on
youth,
the
isn't she?
she's on the cusp. She's a geriatric millennial or a zennial.
Hang on. So how old is she? When was she born then?
Well,
82. So she's a
82,
Zennial.
yeah.
It's Zennial.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Daniel. So she's absolutely qualifying. But it's that idea that, maybe when we were growing up, you'd not have seen an athlete playing top flight sport at 44. But now
Matt Jennings. He was a goalkeeper. He went on
Yeah,
forever.
Matt Jennings.
Big hands, yeah.
Oh God, could you imagine that's the thing that people say, oh yeah, Pat Jennings, big hands.
Actually,
Peter Shilton went for that long as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Shilton. My husband wrote a story about him, Peter Shilton and the Magic Football, when he was growing up. Yeah. Made it to the local Corby Advertiser, I think. Yeah. So so anyway, Venus Williams is my nomination for this week. Are we going to put both of them in?
I think David Byrne is an absolute shoe-in. Venus Williams, I think fair play to her. Yeah.
Tom, it's been an absolute joy to have you on the show.
It's been lovely to be here. Thank you.
Wondering what's next for you?
I don't know at the moment. I'm sitting tight. I'm trying to be as picky as I can.
Well, I
in
guess
an industry that doesn't let you be picky anyway.
But you've earned the right to, haven't you? When you were younger, did you just say yes to everything?
I did. I absolutely did. Yeah. I literally said yes to everything. I was told on one of my sort of first theatre jobs with the Royal Shakespeare Company, darling. I shared a dressing room with an actor called John Quayle, and John was already in his, I think he was in his early 70s at the time I was working with him, and he said, just say yes to everything. Just say yes to everything. Why would you say no? Say yes to everything. And I sort of took that as a benchmark for how I would just keep going. And I did. I just said yes to everything. I just worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. And then I made a sea change to that about 10 years ago and went, I'm not just going to take everything. I'm going to just do the stuff I really want to do. But I mean, we should be so lucky. It's the sort of industry where you're lucky to have a job anyway. So, but as far as I can, I try and choose the stuff that I want to do, not the stuff that I have to do.
See, I haven't reached that plateau where you can be picky. I'm still at the say yes to everything. You too?
Well, yes, I suppose. I'd like to say yes to everything, but there's just not the time to do everything I want to do, really.
No, and you're bound by the news, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, Tom, look, it's been absolutely lovely. So I hope you can see from where you are that we are awarding you your Executive Youth Club badge.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
See that?
That is lovely. I shall sew that to my backpack.
That will be winging its way. So you've been our very first guest. I hope everyone is as fun and delightful to speak to as you are. That you're your own benchmark now going forward.
Yes, Tom, it's been an absolute pleasure. I shall give you a proper wink.
A good wink. I shall give you a lascivious wink back.
Winks all round. Tom Goodman Hill, you've been ace. Thanks so much for joining us on the Executive Youth Club.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.